Alright, today we're ranking chairs based on how likely they are to gaslight you. Coming in number one, we have this wooden chair. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably a master manipulator, and the reason why I say this is because you think that you're gonna have a nice and comfy chair, you know, there's some back support going on, there's somewhere to put your arms, but the second you sit down, you realize it's all completely stiff. You might as well be not sitting at all. Next off, we have, I would say this is like a casual deceiver. You know, it's another thing, you think you're gonna be comfy, and then all of a sudden you know where to put your arms, you know what I mean? Next off, we have these other chairs. They're kind of similar to the wooden ones, but I feel like the way that the seat is set up, you kind of know that it's going to be not super comfy. So I would say that this one's in Seasoned Liars. And now we have a classroom chair. Now, the thing with the classroom chairs is that you kind of expect it to be trash. You know, they are not trying to go overboard with the legs or anything. You can see that it's very, very trash. So we don't really expect anything of it. So it's a pretty petty manipulator. Same goes for this other chair. There's a little bit of back support. They actually went even less with this one. So they really want you to know, like, do not expect anything from this chair. So I'm going to leave that right over here. Next, we have a gaming sort of chair. These next two look kind of similar. So I'm going to say these are pretty honest. You know, these are pretty comfy. They may be a little bit cringe, but, you know, these two are definitely comfortable. You know, they're not trying to sell you something that they're not. Next off, we have a laying down chair. So I think this one is meant to confuse you and throw you off. So I'm gonna have to say, honestly, I'm gonna put this in Master Manipulator. I don't even know what this is trying to make me expect from it. It has like 3 legs. It's like backwards. I don't even know. And next we have this one that's made out of like hay or something. Again, I feel like this one's like trying to look like a comfy chair, but it's really not. So let's put this in Seasoned Liars. Next, we have just a regular flat bench. I mean, I think this chair is just telling us, like, hey, don't expect anything from me. You can just sit down, that's it. It looks hard. I'd say that's a pretty honest chair. We have a park bench. So I think the thing with the park benches is they have those little gaps, which are super inconvenient. But the gaps are pretty apparent, so they're there in your face. They're not trying to sell you something that they're not, you know what I mean? So let's put that in petty manipulator. And last off, we have like the top half of a gaming chair, so yeah, probably an honest. Wait, actually, hold on. We're not seeing the rest of it, so, you know, it might actually be a casual deceiver, so let's leave it there. So yeah, looks pretty good.